Marty in North Carolina. Hey, Marty.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Pretty good, pretty good. How you doing, Marty?
Great. I wanted to make a comment and say thank you. This is like the second time that I've listened to your show. But thank you for making one of the points that we conservatives have been making with the interview with Senator Dayton. You asked him, I think, at least 3 times what their alternative that the Democrats had. You said that surely, a Wesley Clark or someone like that, they had some alternatives. And he never answered your question, not one single time. All he could talk about was what was wrong, or in his view, what was wrong, that we couldn't leave now because there would be a civil war, which, by the way, there would be far more than 30,000 civilian casualties if a civil war breaks out in Iraq.
So, I agree. Marty, look, I agree.
He never answered the question.
No, I got you, Marty. And look, I agree with a lot of what you're saying. And there's a reason why we asked him those questions. And I really, some people claim to be fair and balanced, but we actually try to be balanced here. And we don't even claim it. We just try to do it and let you guys decide. And there's a reason why we asked him those questions. And I agree with you. His answer as far as the Democratic plan was not sufficient. I wasn't happy with those answers.
Neither was I.
Now, I'm going to explain one thing he did, or let's just talk right now about, and I want to pose this as a question to you, Marty. Now, he did say, though, we are in an unwinnable situation. There are no good alternatives. And I actually agree with that, and I think that's a point that I've made over and over. And he said, look, we got put in this situation. And Mark Dayton didn't vote for this situation. He got put in that situation. And I think that is very, very fair. So I want to turn it around. Accepting what you said, I want to turn it around and ask you, Marty, given that the president and the Republicans put us in this, what seems to be an unwinnable situation, why would you choose to keep going down this disastrous path, a plan that you know does not work?
Well, first of all, you're changing the subject, but I'll try to answer the question as best.
No. The subject is a plan for Iraq.
But hang on, Marty, before you answer it, and we'll give you time to answer it. We're not changing the question. Mark Dayton said, yeah, I don't know what the alternative is. We've been put in an unwinnable situation, so there is no good alternative.
I did not hear him use those terms, and I think
that's exactly
what happened in the past week or so. I don't think he used the term unwinnable situation.
No, he said there are no good alternatives.
He said there are
bad alternatives.
He said there are no good alternatives. Yeah,
and that part may be true, but the fact of the matter is that we basically have two wars. The first war we won in a very short period of time. That was the war against Saddam Hussein. That war has been over for a long time. Now we're fighting the war on terror, which President Bush said going in that it was going to take a long time, and I personally would rather fight them over there than have them over here.
All right, Marty, you lost. You had some good points, Marty. You just
Marty. Just hang in there for one more second.
That they're not going. They have no designs to come over here then.
Yeah, okay, no, Marty, please, I'm trying to get you to use your brain. Hang in there for one more second. I'm going to ask you one more question, okay? Do you understand that according to President Bush, okay, and the Republicans and everyone else, the foreign terrorists in Iraq are a tiny percentage, and most people give it at about 7% of the insurgency.
That's the high number, 7%.
93% of the insurgency are Iraqis fighting for what they view to be Iraq. Those people were not going to come over to America. They had no intention of coming over to America, and we would not be otherwise fighting 93% of this insurgency. Marty, do you understand that?
Well, it's just like the Saddam henchmen. Of course they're going to provide all the problems they can, especially right prior to an election. But
so we wouldn't be fighting them, would we, Marty?
Where are you getting the percentage of 7%? Where's that coming from?
Republicans, Democrats, the Department of Defense. Hang on, I'll tell you exactly where. The United States Army, General George Casey, every single person in authority in Iraq.
Only 7% of the terrorists that are doing the car bombings, that are killing those 30,000 civilians that you're talking about wanting to protect,
First of all,
Iraqis. So it's Iraqis and insurgents that are killing Iraqis, and if we leave, there's going to be a whole lot more than 30,000.
So now you're changing the topic, Marty. So you understand that we're needlessly fighting 90% of the people we shouldn't be fighting, and that they weren't going to come over to America, that they weren't part of the global war on terror, that we picked a fight with them. We picked a fight with them.
I walked in one morning, and I saw the second plane live on TV.
Marty,
at the tower. Don't
can
tell
you?
me
So Marty, listen. Can you tell the difference between an Iraqi and a Saudi Arabian or an Afghani? Can you? My guess is no.
Saddam Hussein, intelligence
Here it is.
proves that Saddam Hussein had links with Al Qaeda.
I get it, Marty. You're crazy. You're crazy, Marty. What does it take? What does it take? Do you read the paper? Do you do anything other than watch Rush Limbaugh and Fox News? Listen to Rush Limbaugh and watch Fox? Come on! None! Read the 9/11 report. Do your duty as an American and learn some facts, for crying out loud. This is a serious situation.
I'm done with these people. Marty, good night, good luck. Okay, good night, good luck.
Damn it.
God, just read. Will you? Don't trust us. Don't trust us. Do the reading. Read the commanders. Read the 9/11 Commission. Read even your Republican senators. No link.